Hello everyone, good morning all of you. This is Dr. Sudarshan Sambajar of Pedigree Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Kailaswasi Rasika Mahavidyalaya Devni, your zoology companion, and welcome to my lecture. In the last lecture, we also completed the first theories of evolution, that is the Lamarckism, as well as the inheritance of acquired character theory. So now today we will learn about the next topic of our syllabus, that is the Darwinism. Okay, in that chapter we have seen only introduction of all these theories. Okay, so let's get started today's lecture. So first here today, here we have seen here the Darwinism. Okay, so Darwinism is also called the natural selection theory. Okay, a theory of natural selection. Okay, why? Because the Charles Robert Darwin in 1809 to 1822, they have work on natural selection. Okay, so it is the one particular the biological world, the master key that unlock all previous regarding the mechanism of organic evolution. Okay, so his natural selection theory can be compared only with such revolutionary ideas as Newton's laws of gravitation and Einstein's theory of the relativity. Okay, the concept of natural selection was explained clearly and convincingly by Darwin in his masterpiece. Okay, the origin of species. The full title of the book was on the origin of species by means of natural selection. Okay, and the presentation of favored races in the struggle for life. Okay, so this epoch making book was the frustration of more than 20 years of meticulous accumulation and analysis of facts. Okay, the first edition of the book, some 1250 copies, was sold out on the very day it appeared. Okay, November 24, 1859, this book had opened is a Pandora's box. It was immediately both acidly attacked and effusively praised. Okay, so this Charles Robert Darwin was born on February 12 in 1809. Okay, and they have work on it, that is the natural selection theory. Okay, so in that natural selection theory they have some postulate, or they have some that is the elements. Okay, so that elements is the first elements is the universal occurrence of variation, the universal occurrence of variation. Okay, we know very well variations means the फरक. व्हॅरिएशन्स मीन्स दोन याच्यामध्ये बदल असणं, वेगवेगळे ॲनिमल्स. ओके, सो त्याच्यामध्ये वेगळं व्हॅरिएशन असणं, फरक असणं. ओके, व्हॅरिएशन इज द कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ एव्हरी ग्रुप ऑफ ॲनिमल्स अँड प्लांट्स. ओके, सो we have seen various types of animals present in our earth, and that animals is also differ from each other. Okay, some animals contain uh, tail, some animals contain absent of tail, some animals contain present of horns. That is the one particular external characters we have seen in all types of animal. We have seen the differentiate, or variation is there. Okay, it means they have first uh, work on the universal occurrence of variation in the natural selection theory. Okay, so that is the plants also. We have seen all types of plants in the uh, in the earth, in that plants are a very differ from each other. Okay, so variability it will be there. Okay, so it means the some plants are very tall, some plants are very dwarf, as well as the some plants are the contain seeds, or some plants it will be only without seeds. Okay, so some, that is the that is that is that is the difference between uh, two species. Okay, that is the variation, that is called as the variation. Okay, some plants contain flower, some plants contain leaves venation, as well as such type of differences or such types of variation we have seen in the all plants. Okay, so the universal occurrence of variation in plants and animals. Okay, and there are many ways in which organism may differ. Okay, so uh, it was one particular variation uh, seen in the natural selection. First natural selection element is the universal occurrence of variation. Okay, next is the an excessive natural rate of multiplication. Okay, we know very well every species in the absence of environmental checks tend to increase in a geometrical manner. Okay, if a population of a given species double in 1 year, and if there are no checks on its increase, it will quadruple the next year, and so on. Okay, we know very well the population, it means the rate of multiplication, it means the increase the population rate. Okay, so uh, it will be the one particular geometrical manner. Okay, that is the environmental checks. Okay, also is responsible for that the multiplication rate. Okay, so it has been the estimated that a common Atlantic coast oyster may shed as many as 80 million eggs in one season. You have seen in the oyster. Okay, from the Atlantic coast, that oyster, it will be the shed many 80 million eggs in one season. Okay, so that a salmon produces 20 lakh thousand eggs in a season. Okay, so a single pair of English sparrows would be the ancestor of the over to 75 billion individuals in a 10 years. Okay, that is the one particular examples of this, that is the rate of multiplication. Okay, so next, third is the struggle for existence. Since more individuals are born than can survive, there is an interspecific or environmental struggles for survival. We know very well there are various kinds of struggles we have seen in the animals as well as the plants life. In that animals' lives, we know very well the intraspecific as well as the interspecific competition is there. It means the some animals is totally depends on another on particular food, and that food at the time of intake of food, that time competition is there. Okay, it means the scarcity of food, that time the competition it will be the uh, produce. Okay, so that is the one particular interspecific competition. It means the interspecific competition, it is the in between the same species competition. Okay, and the interspecific competition is the different types of uh, animals, and that competition is called as the interspecific competition. Okay, so that is the struggles for existence. Okay, it means the all kinds of animals that will be the in and some animals it will be active, they have kill or be killed struggle, or one less immediately apparent but no less real, such as the struggle of plants or animals at the time of drought as well as the cold condition. We know very well the all kinds of animals it will be affect the drought condition. It means the scarcity of water, that time some animals it will be the uh, struggles for the existence. Okay, as well as the plants also. At the dot time, the plants is also struggles for the existence. Okay, so that is the one particular things we have seen in the struggles for existence. Another next is the fourth the survival of the fittest. We know very well unfit or some unfitted animals, it will be the survival of only those that are satisfactorily adapted. Some unfit animal, it will be eliminated in the uh, community as well as the world of these animals as well as the plants. Why? Because the some unfitted animals, it will be eliminated out the uh, community. Okay, so some of the variation exhibited by living things make it easier for them to survive. Okay, other are handicaps which brings about the elimination of the possessors. Okay, and this idea of the survival of the fittest is the core of the theory of natural selection. Okay, so this is the fourth idea or the fourth element of the natural selection theory, that is the survival of the fittest. Okay, and last is the fifth is the mutation, that is the inheritance of the mutation. We know very well the surviving individuals will give rise to the next generation, and in this way the successful variation are transmitted to the succeeding generation. The less fit will tend to be eliminated before they have reproduced. Okay, so successive generation in this way tend to become better adapted to the environment. As the environment changes, further adaptation occur. Okay, the operation of natural selection over many generations may produce descendants which are quite different from their ancestor and different enough to be separate species. Okay, so that is the one particular mutation. In that mutations, variations or successive variation we have seen in that mutation. And some uh, so you have seen here the fit animals, it will be the unfit animal or less fit animals, it will be eliminated before they have reproduced. Okay, so that is the inheritance of the mutations. Okay, these are the five elements of the natural selection theory. So this is it for today. Remaining parts we will see later on. Thank you very much.